Have you ever stood in front of the mirror and quietly wondered, do I still look like me? Not the mother, not the grandmother, not the woman who checks errands off the list, but me. The woman who once laughed at her own reflection, tossed her hair with a smile, and felt the breeze of confidence as she stepped out the door. If that thought has ever found its way into your heart, please know you are not alone, because something rather curious begins to happen after 60. People see the smile lines, the softening around the eyes, the silver strands, and far too often, they assume we've stepped quietly into the background. But they couldn't be more mistaken. This stage of life, it isn't a quiet fade out, it's a reawakening, and sometimes, all it takes is the right hairstyle to remind yourself and the world just how radiant you still are, because hair isn't just hair, it's memory, it's identity, it's how we express our joy, our resilience, and our essence. When it's cut or styled, to celebrate the woman you are now, not who you were 20 years ago. Everything shifts. The right haircut can lift the cheekbones. It can brighten the eyes. It can take 10 years off your reflection. But even more beautifully, it can make you feel like yourself again. Today, I want to share 3 timeless, flattering hairstyles that bring out the best in women over 60. These aren't passing trends. They aren't complicated. They don't ask you to chase youth. They're graceful, thoughtful styles that enhance your natural beauty, whether your hair is silver, honey blonde, auburn, or midnight brown. And because no hairstyle shines without care, we'll also explore gentle, simple hair care tips to keep your hair healthy, full, and glowing, no matter your texture or color. So make yourself a cup of tea, find a cozy seat, because by the end of this video, you just might see yourself with fresh eyes, and perhaps with a fresh spirit too. Let's begin. Cut 1. The soft layered bob, a gentle frame of elegance. There's something truly timeless about the bob, but when softened with graceful layers and shaped to suit a more mature face, it becomes something special. It becomes a quiet little miracle. This soft layered bob, it acts like a subtle facelift without ever looking like it's trying too hard. It doesn't shout for attention. It gently lifts your features, adds natural movement, and draws the eye upward, like a soft reminder of vitality. This version of the bob isn't stiff or boxy. It falls gently around the chin or slightly below, depending on your face shape. The layers are feathered, not chopped. They create a natural flow, a sense of airiness, a lovely touch if your hair has begun to thin, yet you still long for a fuller, softer silhouette. What makes this cut even more special is how it embraces the jawline. If you've noticed a bit of sagging or softness under the chin, this style gently frames the face, giving everything a more sculpted, polished look. And the color, it works with all shades: silver, chestnut, honey, auburn. The layers catch the light, adding a kind of glow that flat styles just can't offer. But the real beauty? It's easy. No blowouts, no hot tools cluttering your counter. Just a round brush, a gentle volumizing spray, and you'll have a lovely finish in under 10 minutes. Even letting it air dry leaves you with a casual elegance that looks effortless, yet refined. To keep its shape, just trim it every 6 to 8 weeks. And don't chase perfection. A little bend, a little movement. That's what makes this style feel youthful and modern. Now, if your hair is very fine, there's a tiny secret. Ask your stylist to create invisible layers near the crown. They won't show, but they'll lift the roots and bring life where it's needed most. And if humidity gets in the way, a lightweight leave-in conditioner or a touch of argan oil on the ends will keep your strands soft, smooth, and touchable without weighing them down. This cut is also versatile. Tuck one side behind your ear, add a side-swept fringe, or pin back a section with a lovely clip for an evening out. But most of all, here's what I love. This haircut gives you the power to quietly redefine yourself. It doesn't say, "Look at me." It gently whispers, "I'm here, I've arrived, and I still glow." And sometimes, that whisper is all you need to feel beautiful again. Cut 2. The Pixie, bold softness for a bright spirit. Let's talk about something a little daring. Short hair, big confidence. There's a kind of quiet strength in choosing to cut your hair short, especially at this stage of life. It's not about rebellion. It's not about letting go. It's about stepping into the freedom to define beauty on your terms. That's the power of the pixie cut. Now, maybe you're thinking, isn't that a bit too edgy for someone my age? Absolutely not. In fact, the pixie can be one of the most graceful and flattering cuts for women over 60. When done right, it's sculptural. It highlights the cheekbones. It draws attention to the eyes. It frees your face, letting your elegance shine without effort. But today's pixie isn't spiky or boyish. It's soft, feminine, completely customizable. The top can be left just a little longer. For height and movement, the sides are gently tapered to hug the face and add softness. It's chic, it's easy, and it's perfect for thinning hair. Your stylist can add light texture at the crown to create the illusion of fullness. No sprays or teasing needed. Styling it, a touch of mousse, a little cream, a simple tousle with your fingertips. Some days, let it air dry for a relaxed, breezy look. Other days, smooth it down for a classic, polished feel. Color dances in a pixie. Silver strands shimmer like silk. Warm tones feel radiant and rich. And comfort, that's another joy. If you live in a warm place or experience hot flashes, short hair feels like fresh air on your neck. No tangles, no heavy weight, just lightness. And don't worry, short doesn't mean boring. Side bangs, a tiny fringe, or a sparkly pin can turn your pixie into something uniquely you. Just remember, find a stylist who understands short hair. A pixie isn't a cut, it's a sculpture. It needs to fit your face, your hair texture, and your lifestyle. Bring photos, have a real conversation, and most importantly, ask for softness, not stiffness, because you don't need a haircut that hides. You need one that honors, and that's what the pixie does. It says, I'm confident, I'm lighthearted, I'm still full of spark. Of script continues in part 2 below, including cut 3, the long bob, gentle care tips after 60, and final reflection. Would you like me to continue part 2 now? Download as audio. Bandanoy. Continue. Part 2. ChatGPT Danoy. Absolutely. Here's part 2 of the rewritten 30-minute voiceover script for your video, continuing in the same warm, reflective, and elder-friendly tone. Cut 3. The long bob. The graceful flow of the lob. Now, let's move into something that blends softness and elegance with effortless beauty. The long bob, often lovingly called the lob, isn't loud. It doesn't demand attention. It speaks softly, but with confidence. If you've ever longed for a hairstyle that feels graceful, modern, and unmistakably feminine, the lob may be your perfect match. It rests gently at or just above the shoulders, sometimes brushing the collarbone, long enough to feel like classic hair, but short enough to stay manageable. Even if your hair's texture has changed over the years, what makes the lob so special is its subtle movement, a natural wave, a gentle curve at the ends, a soft bend through the strands. These small touches lift the face, highlight the cheeks, and draw the eye upward, creating a quiet, graceful frame. It's a style that seems to breathe with you. It doesn't weigh your features down. It lifts them, and it's versatile. Part it in the center for a youthful balance, or shift it to a deep side part for a bit of volume and drama. Add soft bangs if you'd like to cover forehead lines, gently, without hiding your expressions. As for color, the lob looks lovely in every shade. Silver and white tones shimmer like moonlight. Golden blondes catch the sun. Warm browns feel earthy and full of life. You can even add gentle highlights or lowlights to create dimension without overwhelming your features. And for those with delicate or aging strands, the lob is kind. It doesn't require tight ponytails. It doesn't demand heat or heavy layers. It allows your hair to breathe while still appearing full and healthy. Styling the lob is refreshingly simple. After washing, use a lightweight conditioner focused on the ends. Let your hair air dry halfway. Then finish with a round brush and a blow dryer for a polished touch. Or scrunch in a little curl cream and let the waves form naturally. If you'd like a more finished look, use a large barrel curling iron to bend just the ends inward. 1 minute and you've added shape without looking overly styled. To keep your lob soft and shiny, trim it every 8 to 10 weeks. That keeps the ends full instead of wispy or dry. And here's a secret that many overlook. Switch to a silk or satin pillowcase. It reduces friction. That means less breakage, less frizz, and fewer tangles in the morning. The lob doesn't pretend. It doesn't push. It simply complements who you already are. And that's the most beautiful thing of all. Gentle care after 60. Hair that glows with grace. Now that we've looked at 3 beautiful styles, let's talk about something just as important. How we care for our hair after 60. Because even the most flattering haircut can't shine if the hair itself is dry, tired, or fragile. After 60, your hair tells stories. Stories of seasons lived, of joy and resilience. It may be thinner, softer, it may grow more slowly, or feel drier at the ends. That's not a flaw. That's the rhythm of life. But your hair still deserves love, just like your skin, your heart, your soul. Let's start with shampoo. Many over-the-counter shampoos strip away natural oils. At our age, those oils are precious. Look for sulfate-free formulas with hydrating ingredients like aloe vera, oat protein, or coconut milk. You don't need heavy fragrance or foamy suds. You need gentle cleansing that doesn't dry or damage, and you likely don't need to wash daily. 2 to 3 times a week is often enough, especially if your scalp is balanced out. After washing, nourish your ends. That's where the dryness shows first. Use a lightweight conditioner on the lower half of your hair, not the scalp. And once a week, treat yourself to a deep conditioning mask with keratin or shea butter. Let it sit. Take a moment for yourself. This is self-care, not just hair care. What about thinning? Many of us notice less volume at the crown, a widening part, a little less bounce. Here's what can help. Gentle scalp massage with your fingertips. For just a few minutes each day, it boosts circulation and encourages growth. Natural oils like rosemary or peppermint, when diluted and massaged in, can also awaken the follicles. Even something as simple as brushing with intention can make a difference over time. And don't forget, hair health starts inside. Make sure you're getting enough protein, omega-3 fatty acids, biotin, and iron. Nuts, eggs, leafy greens, a little salmon. All these nourish not just your body, but the beauty that grows from it. Coloring your hair? Beginned. Use color-safe products. Try to stretch time between full dye sessions. Consider glosses or root touch-ups instead of full coverage every time. And please protect your hair from heat. If you must use a blow dryer or flat iron, use a thermal protectant spray. Or better yet, let your hair air dry most of the way and finish with a cool setting. One more gentle tip. Your pillowcase. Switch to silk or satin. It reduces friction while you sleep. Less breakage, fewer tangles, smoother strands when you rise. But most importantly, be patient with your hair. It's not meant to look the way it did at 30. It's meant to reflect the woman you are now, experienced, wise, radiant, in her own beautiful way. When you treat your hair with tenderness, it doesn't just shine, you shine. Closing reflection, you are still glowing. So here we are, my friend. We've explored 3 hairstyles that don't try to hide your age. They honor it, from the gentle elegance of the layered bob, to the spirited lightness of the pixie, to the soft movement of the long bob. Each one is a reminder that beauty doesn't vanish with time. It evolves. We've also talked about care, not as a chore, but as a quiet message to yourself. I still matter. I still deserve gentleness. I still deserve to feel beautiful. Because younger is not the goal. Feeling like yourself, with clarity, confidence, and calm, that's the real glow. So whether you're booking a salon visit, trying a new part, or simply conditioning those lovely silver strands tonight. I hope this video reminded you of one simple truth. Your beauty is not gone. It has only grown deeper. Now, I'd love to hear from you. Have you ever tried one of these cuts? Which one speaks to you most? Let me know in the comments. And if this video brought warmth to your day, type 1 to let me know. Or 0 if you're still searching for that perfect look. And that's okay too. Every comment helps this message reach more women who need it. And if you'd like more gentle beauty ideas, hair inspiration, or simply a reminder that aging is a beautiful unfolding, subscribe, turn on notifications, and stay connected, because this is your time to express, to experiment, to feel radiant, not despite your age, but because of it. Thank you for spending this time with me. Until next time, stay kind to yourself and let your beauty shine.